Hey, family. Hey, BMore City. BMore City. BMore City. Wherever y'all at watching, BMore City. TikTok family. TikTok family. TikTok, TikTok, TikTok family. What's up, family? This is host Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation. Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation. Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation show. And then I like to go boom, boom, boom. Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation. Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation. Steve Copeland from the Couch Conversation show. Ba-doop, 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 ba-doop. What's up, family? Look, I want to read this off. That. Um, I was on a platform and we was talking about Carmela Anthony. And my thing with that, this boy already told what he did. Why y'all going all around with the he said, she said, they said, this said? The boy already admitted to what he did. Y'all just won't see it. Now, was he right? No. But he did admit what he did. Y'all listen to everybody else to add yeast into something just to have a freaking conversation. Now, let me share a little bit about Mr. Copeland from BMore City. When I tell you I'm a community activist, a community organizer, a human rights advocate, when I tell you that I deal with organizations like Community, wait a minute, that's Baltimore part, Communities United. But the major branch for that is the Center for Popular Democracy. They fight for people's civil rights, equal rights, and constitutional rights, and it's not about your color. That's your problem. Then you got American Civil Liberty Union that fights for people, civil rights, equal rights, and constitutional rights. Then you got the NAACP. So you know they normally fight for your civil rights, equal rights, and constitutional rights. There are other nonprofit organizations out there. You got to get involved to better understand what's happening and why. It's called the justice system, or it's called the system, period. So I kept trying to make it clear. I said, what did what's your name say? Carmela. He told the police he did it, right? He basically told on himself. So why, be honest, why is we focusing on what everybody else has said when the boy already admitted it? I don't get it. I don't get it. And he said why he did it. Now everybody want to throw all this other stuff in it, right? But now I just want to just touch on that a little bit as a human rights advocate. Now I understand why a lot of people are upset, because it wasn't no melanated people. I understand it was diverse. I'm talking about the jury. But it wasn't no melanated people. And that's why they felt like he wasn't treated fair. But either way it goes, he got 35. He got 35. It's just the way they set it up that had people questioning things. And as a community person, right, if they brought it to my attention for us to come out and protest or do a rally for certain things, and if I feel like they're right, I have to support the team. Okay? That's all I was trying to share with somebody. Now, this is what I do as a community activist, as a community organizer. Anything that happen into the community, I basically have to talk with the police department. Okay? I'm talking about the commander, the chief, even down, if it get to it, the commissioner. because they can only go off of what they was fed to. So that gives me a little information to feed back. Not only that, when you have journalists, reporters, their goal is to come and get as much truth out of it as they can. Some of them will exaggerate the truth. They will, because it's news. It's news. You get me? And that's why they put it out there. Mainly because they know people gonna fall for a little bit of any and everything. But now in that process, right, my heart goes out to the Metcalf class. And the reason why I'm saying that, because I have a son. I have a son. My only son. I would not want to lose my son. I have daughters. I have a grandson that's 18. I have a granddaughter. I wouldn't want to lose my family. So I'm trying not to put myself in that category of the father. Only thing I could say in that, because my heart goes out to him, I thank God it wasn't my son. And that's with a lot of us. And that's being real. Y'all can come up here, say what you want. Thank God. Deep down inside it, you know that's in your heart. I'm glad it wasn't my son. I'm glad it wasn't my family member. Glad it wasn't my nephew. It wasn't my grandkid. Y'all got to understand you're talking with an old dude. And then you're talking with a dude that grew up in the streets. Or let me say, somebody said it the other day, the streets. I was a big, evil, nasty man from a child up. I was hurt, and I carried weapons. I remember one time I was about 19, 20, somewhere along that line, and I drove to Park Heights. Police pulled me over. He said, yeah, because I left everything home. He pulled me over. He said, yeah, because I heard you be carrying this, you be carrying that. And for some reason that day I left it home. Now, mind you, I'm not even 20. That's why when people say certain things, you got to look at your life. If you're not that type of person or you strong enough to walk away, that's what you say. That's what you say. I would have walked away. I would have this. Just say it. It's okay. Because know why? When we on these lives like this, somebody else need to hear it. Somebody need to hear it. You know, turn around, walk away. That don't make you no coward. That don't make you this. That don't make you that. Y'all not saying that. Well, some of y'all. Because guess what? He's already gone. Nothing we can do now. He's gone. So the only thing we can do is educate the ones that's still here and not acting out on certain behaviors. That's going into the recovery process, and no matter what's going on in life. Now, as I was walking back home, I went to see my kidney doctor, and I thought about this topic. And I did catch a little feelings in the process because I lost my sister. And I said it on another live. That's why I named my housing program after my sister. And for y'all to see that picture back there, that's her when she was about 15. My sister was butch. She liked girls. But that was my sister. And I'm going to tell y'all what, she was younger than me. You better not touch me. Because she had no problem. That's just the way my mother raised us. If you got smart with my mother, we was on your butt. She would look at us like, oh, we was on you. Listen to other people's stories, family. You know, that's why I thank God I was able to raise my kids totally different from the way I was raised. I had to not just raise them, but show them something totally different. I became a foster care parent with my nieces and nephews and my little cousin because I didn't want to see them with people they didn't know. I mentored young men, which they are all grown now. Sponsor a lot of men and women. And like my partner said the other day, a lot of them don't come to meetings no more. They have their businesses. They in the ministry. All right, Valerie. They in the ministry and stuff like that. So basically, once they found out spiritually where God wanted them at, they moved in that direction. Some people stay stuck, and that's okay too. I'm talking about the ones that's in NA, and that's all they doing is NA, the NA dances, the boat trips, and this and that. That's fine. I think that's beautiful. And some of them got children out there showing their butts, but the parents is in recovery, where you should be home educating your children, even if they're young adults. That's what I had to do with mine. Now, I'm so lost. This is what's on this prompt. I'm so lost without you. Healing from the loss and the pain of a loved one. The grieving. We talking about grieving. Healing is a spiritual journey. Any kind of pain. And when I say pain, I'm talking about feeling uncomfortable inside. Right? It could be depression. If it's bipolar, if it's schizophrenic, then now we got to guide you to the professional. You get me? But everybody don't need that professional like that will prescribe you meds. So if you're in my housing program, one, I'm going to make sure you get a PRP. That's the person that's supposed to help you put your life back in order. From the PRP, if we feel like you need a therapist, we're going to get you a therapist. With the PRP and the therapist, now mind y'all, we talking. If I see that you need medication, then we'll take you to that next level. This is what the housing program is all about. This is what I do when people come in my life. That's why I know I talk a lot, but I listen more than I talk. Don't let it fool you. Because if I didn't, I wouldn't know how to help you. That's people's problem. My goal is to help you learn to get over whatever you're going through. You ain't going to forget it, but the pain. Now, 5 steps of healing. There is hope. And this is what I love about chat, because I told him put some steps in there for me. There is hope after hurt. Healing is possible. You are not alone. Step 1, it says feel the pain. It's real. Y'all see how I say real conversations, real life stories? Don't ignore your emotions. Allow yourself to grieve. It's okay to cry, to miss them, to feel broken. And God sees everything. Feel the pain. That's what that one is talking about. That's number 1. Second, give it to God. It talks about giving it to God. Release that burden. Give God every memory, ever why, and ever piece of pain. Wait a minute. Every why. Why, God? Why are you allowing that to happen? You know what I mean? And every piece of pain. You were never meant to carry it alone. That's giving it to God. Release the burden. Number 3, find comfort in his presence. So basically it's talking about connecting with the spirit, right? Spend time with God daily. Let his word, worship, and stillness begin to heal when you have hurt. When you, wait a minute, I'm sorry, I apologize, family, for stuttering. Stillness begins to heal what hurt tried to destroy. And if I confuse y'all, I'm going to read it again. It say, find comfort in his presence. Find comfort in his presence. Spend time with God daily. Let his word, worship, and stillness begin to heal what hurt tried to destroy. I hope y'all got it a lot clearer now. Number 4, don't walk alone. Get support. Lean on trusted friends, family, support groups, or a faith community. Healing happens faster when you have others to walk with you. And last, number 5, chose to heal. Choose to heal, okay? Choose to live again. It didn't say choose to live again, but I put that there. Choose to heal. It's about you living again. That's why I said choose to live again. When I said that, right, it took me to my sister. When she left, I went down. And I said I wanted to share this, right. My best friend was gone. I laid in the bed and I was sinking. I was sinking in depression. Now, mind y'all, I got 2 houses around the corner. I got people that need me. I got up one day and God removed that pain. He removed it. I was hurting, y'all. Then I was able to get up and I was able to go around to my housing program and help the people. So I know how depression is. I know the work it takes to come up out of it and stay out of it. It's like you in the grave and you fighting to come out and you slip. Talking about with depression and you fighting to come out and you slipping. But the more you fight to come out, the higher you begin to go in coming out. And that's what I started saying. And I explained this to a therapist in that way. She was like, wow, I love the way you did that. Because I had to fight out of that grave. And then it got to the point I was up out. I wasn't hurting as bad. I understand she's gone. But the thing I hold on to, when my sister left, she looked like she was just laying on the couch or in the bed sleep with her mouth open a little bit. I couldn't believe she was gone. I asked my brother and her daughter, I said, is she really gone? Because I thought she was asleep. And that's what I hold on to, family. She was just asleep. And I'm saying this right in case somebody else feel this way. And most of all, she's at peace. I watch her struggle. I prayed and I asked God to let his will be done. And you know how we pray and we say, let his will be done. Because we want to be all right, wherever he take them, we'll leave them. I didn't know I was mad. I prayed that his will be done. He took my sister, my best friend. I was mad. I'm telling y'all, I was mad. And this lady told me, she said, Steve, she said, don't be mad at God. Because you asked him, let his will be done. And when she told me that, family, I had to let it go. My niece and nephew and them, they did a good job putting their mother away. I could not participate. I buried my brother. I buried my aunt. When I say I buried them, I'm talking about with my money. With my money. So I know, family, if you hurt me, and it might not be unaliving, right? That person could be in prison. That person could be just physically sick or whatever, you get me? But your pain is real. That's what I'm trying to get to. You don't have to minimize your pain. Accept it for what it is. We don't like seeing family members suffer. I know I don't. That's why I love doing what I do, right? I pray and I ask God to use me, right? And I'm gonna tell a lot of y'all, we are his messengers. We are the ones that he put the power, the energy, the strength inside of us to go back out and help those. I watch people real close to see if you actually doing what you was called, or you just want to sound good, you just want to look good. A lot of that happens too, but that's not my problem. I got to continue walking in the path that he had me on, encouraging, empowering, and motivating his people, his lost generation of people. If you caught up with addiction, you talking to another recovering addict and one right there. When I say that, I'm talking about the disease of addiction. That's just for a lot of psychologists and for a lot of you with letters behind your name and all that stuff, right? What I'm talking about is people losing self-control with certain things that they'll turn around and when they make it their gods. That's materialistic outside stuff. And they will get caught up with it. They the one that have to see that this is tearing my life apart in order for them to surrender and let it go. And it's not all smugs. It could be sex. It could be food. It could be lying. It could be gambling and more. So when somebody is caught up in something, they took it and made it so special. But the thing is, when it's ruining their lives, they got to do the work to let it go. And a lot of times people are afraid because it's comfort. It's comfort in pain and misery.
Yeah, till you come up to somebody like me.
It's still pain and misery.
It is. It is, but I'm actually going to open up your eyes and get you to see what you're missing, because whatever it is, you have the capabilities of changing it but it's just up to you if you want to change or not. You want to keep dealing with them demons and whatever else you're dealing with, please be my guest. But if not, you know, God's always looking for good people. It's not too late to turn your life around if you're ready for it. That's just the thing about it. Come on, Stephen.
Now, I like when you said turn your life around. That's why I mentioned the name of my housing program. I used to call it the Ambassador of Housing. That's me. When my sister passed away, I named it the LaTanya D. Copeland House of Hope Program Foundation. It could be either one. I removed the program and put foundation in, right? I got, um, God dang it. I was giving it like a GoFundMe. I have a, cause you know, we take donations. So I'm trying to, won't nobody donate nothing. I'm talking about financially. And it's the thing that gets me, family. You don't want your loved ones in your house because they totally disrespecting you. You got sons and daughters or daughters with babies sleeping at this place, that place, that place, because I know they disrespect you. That's why you put them out. And then they come to people like us. And rather than y'all making a donation, at least financially, to help not just them, but it'll help other people that come in the program. And I'm looking at the mothers and children when I say this, with completely nothing. A lot of times, I would go in my pocket and buy them their stuff. And when I say that, they might have came in and came on and didn't have their stuff. They might have came in and just had one bag of clothes. And then the personal stuff is dirty and messed up. So I would take them to get new stuff. A lot of that stuff, be honest with y'all, I had to stop because it was draining me. Little by little, you learn what to do and what not to do. I wouldn't want to see no woman wearing somebody else's stuff, talking about private, putting it down there and all that. Even though it might be clean, I wouldn't want to see it. That's just where my mind went. So I would take them. I done had mothers come in with daughters. Hair looked like it hadn't been touched in months. And I'm talking about one of the reasons too for the housing program. And then on top of that, like I said, you know you don't want your family in your house. But if they call you and say, look, I found a temporary place that's going to help me put my life together. And if you can donate to those places, it ain't got to be a lot. You know, you can just donate something, talk to other people, get them to donate something. Because mine's is not government funding yet. Because I was trying to do everything without it. But now I understand the importance of the extra money. I'm already doing the work, so my track record shows he's no joke. So they could see it when it's time. Once I do the 501c3 and get with the right people who distribute the money, they already know the track. They already know my track record. And that's what I love about it. So I don't have to sweat over a lot. You get me? It's already there. Thing is just getting it done. Now, if anybody want to come up and you're going through some stuff right now and you want to come up and talk about it, you're very, very welcome. You're very welcome. Uh, you talk with your friend OG?
Yeah, he's grabbing him a bite to eat. He said he'll be in.
All right. Yeah, because I was looking at, you know, people losing loved ones, relatives, friends. The point is, I'm trying to make pain is pain. You can't measure the pain. A loss is a loss. Now, how somebody deal with it, you know, is them. But what the reason why I said pain is pain, because sometimes what people do, wow, you lost your cousin, but that was your cousin. I lost my son or my daughter. But the point I'm trying to make is pain is pain. They lost a loved one. It's just overcoming that pain. And I learned that basically through the program. It doesn't matter how I use or what I use. The thing is the pain, healing. And I thank God, man, because I know when I hear people say like they lost a loved one last week, they lost one this week, and I'm like, woo! Because they ain't had time to get over that one. And you know where we go at? Boy, I thank God it ain't me. And it's not being smart, we do. I wouldn't even want to imagine that pain when you got somebody real, real close to you, right? And they go. And then a week later, somebody else gone. And then a week later, I done heard people share stuff like that.
Yeah,
I'm like, oh, whoa, whoa.
God isn't giving them the time to get grasped and get the healing from the first one, because he's always putting another one in front of you, and he's only doing it just to see how strong you really are. That's all he's doing. It's a test. It's a test for me.
Yep.
That's how I got through it. It was considered a test, because I lost my wife and then I lost my godmother within less than a year of each other. So I mean, I know how it is. I've been through a few deaths my own self, but it's all right because I'm able to forget. I'm able to forget some of the things. I am, because there was so much in the past that I really don't think too much of it anymore. So there, I'm actually growing there. I see my growth, I see my strengths, and I see my hopes. So, yeah, that's just for me, though. I don't know how it is for other people, but y'all need to catch up.
Acceptance with that is the key. Acceptance, you know, because once something like that happens, it ain't nothing you could do. I mean, you can't change it.
No.
You're going to hurt.
You can't.
You're going to hurt. But then after a while, we got to realize there's nothing we can do, and it's done. It's done. And for that individual, it's like that was the best thing for them. And the reason why I'm saying that part right there, because if you have somebody suffering, right, you want them, you don't want them to keep going through it. And when I said that, I was thinking more like a still suffering addict or somebody that's caught up, you know, and you just want them to like get better and do the right things but they are afraid. They are afraid. They're afraid to let it go because it's a comfort. The same with if you lose a loved one. Some people run either to the bottom or they run back to, the smugs. Some of them might say, well, I ain't gonna do this, I ain't gonna do that, and then they run to the clubs or the gambling spots. That's what I was trying to get to. But they doing something totally different from what they normally do. That's all.
They're just replacing one thing for another one. That's all. To see if that high is gonna be better than the last one. That's all you're doing.
I remember it was times, right, where I would hurt, but I would do something destructive that I knew, to be honest with you, would take me out. And I did it anyway. But I started realizing doing stuff like that, right, I didn't want to be here. So I was slowly but surely trying to unalive myself each day. Now you got to be open-minded and clear to begin to see something like that. To realize that you're doing certain things to yourself. Because be honest with you, you don't want to be here. And that's like a slow. It's like a slow. Well, I gotta say unaliving for TikTok family, but that's like a slow death. That's a slow death. I don't want to go today. I went to the kidney doctor. I made an appointment to go to the infectious doctor. I'm trying to see what this other doctor is. I think this one doctor who I missed Monday, that's the diabetes doctor. So I definitely got to get with them because this thing been way off. I don't know what's wrong. I was telling my doctor that day, I said, I think about food, my stuff go pew. I said, I don't get it. She took me off the insulin. To be honest, I might have to go back on it. I don't know. But it's like my body have adjusted to basically everything because I was still taking the same amount for the old Steve. Now I weigh under 200 pounds now. 189. Right? Now, I went to ask my doctor today, did he see where my A1C was at? Because I want to know. I want to know if it's still below 6 or did it come back up? But then my organs now, because I'm not taking the insulin or nothing, my organs is kicking out what needs to be done, but it's not kicking it out fast enough, which causing it to go high. So I walk. That's to help the sugar circulate through the blood in the body. So I walked on home. And that's what I told the doctor. I said, I only eat once a day. And normally when I eat, I'll go take a walk just to burn off the calories. And if I eat about 4 or 5, it was suggested that I put something else on me around about 8. Because by that time, it's wearing off. So 4 hours later, if it's 4 and I wait till 8, it's like I'm starving myself, basically. I'm on a fast mode. Then if I don't eat, look what's going to happen overnight. So it was suggested that I eat a little something, if it's no more than a half a sandwich after 4 hours. So I said I'm going to try to go there, right, because it kept dropping on me. To me, I'm doing everything right I'm supposed to do. But the thing that gets me, I've been a diabetic for over 35 years. And like I told the doctor, I said, now I know it can start affecting the organs. So I have to make sure my organs is up and running right. Because whatever damage is there, it's going to need treated. Mainly my pancreas. They never talked to me about my pancreas. I don't remember that. So I'm like, wow, 64 years old. And I'm starting to pay more attention to a lot of the stuff that I didn't when I was coming up. I want everything checked. I was looking for him to grab my two balloons, the balloon, because you know they grab them and check them too, right? So I'm just saying this, man, because I was sitting there looking at the little kidney thing, right? And when your urine come out, it goes like this. So it goes down into this thing and into that part that come out, right? Now, mind you, it's down like this. But then he showed me a diagram with it looking down like this, but I think it's supposed to be like a vein or something, right? But it's down like this, and then it's one up like this, like it's hard. So I'm so I'm over there messing with the little thing, the kidney thing, right? And I said, what is this right here? Because it's like this, it's lump, right? I'm thinking it's this, right? He said, no, he bust out laughing. I said, I'm going to share this on my live because I want to scare some of my brothers. Y'all better go check yourself. But that's not what it was. That's not what it was. But I could have swore when he was talking about this right here, the ball, and over there's the ball. And I'm like, that ball and that ball and that right there was kind of too familiar. So I'm like, lump, then some. Right? He bust out laughing, y'all. I told him, I said, yeah, you wait. I said, wait till I go on my live. He said, no, it's just the kidney, and the kidney flushes a lot of stuff itself too, right? And mainly with your urine. So we were talking about that, right? And I'm gonna tell y'all, it's a good feeling when you learn a little bit about something. About how your body function. You know. But I'm gonna tell y'all, it's always a good feeling for me to walk. I'm telling y'all. Hey Trini, it's always a good feeling. I'm like, wow. Cause I know as a diabetic, we can go blind. We lose limbs. Some people, their heart, you know, complications. I said eyes. These are readers, family. I can see real far, but I can't see real close. That's why I be wearing the glasses so I can read. But I'm farsighted.
I'm the opposite. I'm nearsighted.
That's what the lady was telling me yesterday. She said that, you know, she wear glasses, but she said, I can see everything close up. I just can't see everything far away. I'm like, wow. Because I'll sit right here and I can read stuff all the way over there. Now, I made an appointment with them too. And then I got to make an appointment for the dentist. When they raided my niece's house, OG, talking about they looking for some Ray-Ban glasses and somebody's supposed to have a checkbook. And I'm talking about I'm dealing with homeless people. Homeless people don't carry a lot of stuff like that. Well, anyway, all of my stuff got thrown away. Even my false teeth. I had the laptop. I had all of that. And my niece, you know, she wasn't used to nothing like that. But I don't know what really happened, right? Um, I was told that her son and two kids came in there and stuck her up.
Hmm.
And then after that, her house got raided and she hauled ass. And when I heard that, man, that broke my heart. I couldn't believe. I'm like, mm-mm. So I'm thinking, be honest with y'all, in Baltimore, the same damn detective that did what she did on me set that shit up. And then I didn't find out till later. One of the guys that was in my housing program, they found him unalive. And guess who he looked like? All of my clients that was in both houses. When I came home, I tried calling them. I couldn't reach none of them. Why? I ain't said that in a long time. I'm not gonna say your name, bro. But me and you used to talk about how we wanted to set, and I'm talking about the police officer that did the shit he did. How we want to leave a legacy behind for our children. And you did that. That's why I said I was gonna sue the hell out of Baltimore City and the Eastern District Police Department. I even talked to his boss, the commander and the chief. And I talked with them about a lot of the stuff I was going through with the police. The street police. But that's just to show y'all how people, as far as the legal system, how they can do your butt. And guess what? I was like, God, why did you allow me to see all this? Because you know I'm gonna run off at my mouth. He said, that's why I let you see it. See, that's why I pick with y'all, because I be saying, you know, by picking with y'all, I be like, a lot of y'all don't have the balls. You don't have the balls. You don't have the courage to do what I do. And it might not look right to y'all. Y'all, oh, there you go, there you go. Yeah, because look, you gotta look at yourself. You can say, there he go, there he go. But the thing is you fighting for your rights. Oops, did I say something wrong? Is you fighting for the things that you complain about in life, but you are afraid to get with these groups. And I ain't talking about nobody that's trying to do all of this bang bang stuff, all that. Those are not the ones I'm talking about. I don't even associate myself if I know you on that level. Hell, I want to go to prison for be around a bunch of men. That's the thing that get me. Y'all in prison with a bunch of wings and muscling up, and I'm like trying to look good for each other. I'm like, what the hell? Come in there with your pants around your waist, and I watched this. A couple of weeks later, it's hanging down on their booty. I'm like, what the hell? And they was over 50. And to me, right, no matter what, we got to be an example for the young ones. And I'm gonna tell y'all, it was something that tried to they tried you, but for the most part, they had my back. They ain't play with Big Ump. They ain't play. They had my back. They helped me understand about the rules with the inmates and stuff like that, because I don't know. So some of them helped me understand, not to do this, not to do that, watch out for this, watch out for that. I know. So I can say that much. That some of them, they had my back. Because you do got people now dealing with psychological issues. And one minute y'all sitting there talking and they talking this God stuff, and next thing you know, I'm gonna punch you in your mouth. I'm like, huh? You better get me out of here. Because number one, I was not trying to do nothing stupid to add time on to me being there. And I knew I was there for some stupid stuff. And I felt, and be honest with y'all, I was starting to feel like the correction officers were setting me up. I did. Because of some of the stuff I watched them do. And I told them, y'all job is to help the inmates. Y'all job as correction officers is to help them correct their wrongs. And they got mad with me. It's you correction officers. They criminals. The goal is to help them, right? With programs and all this type of stuff, even if you're just using your mouth to encourage them and motivate them. They wasn't doing it. I was saying I'm telling y'all. So only reason why I'm saying this, family, right? And I can't go so deep, is because once you begin to see stuff with your own two eyes, right? Then you begin to understand the game a little bit more of life. You begin to understand the corruption with the justice system. Not everybody. I'm telling you. But you got those that deliberately do stuff. When I was over the hospital, I watched them mistreat a lot of the guys that supposedly had got psychiatric treatment. That's when I met the ACLU. I didn't know that the prisoners had a union. Not only that, it's another place that was mentioned. They fight for their rights, even though they behind bars. They fight for their rights. If their living ain't right, or they're not being medically treated right, that's the American Disability Act. That's why I listen to people talk, right? They talk a good damn game, but then when I say, have you ever heard of the American Disability Act? No, but blah, 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 the ACLU, American Civil Liberty Union, but you supposed to be a community person, right? But you don't know these people. I mean, organizations. Huh?
Thank you, Cameron.
I be laughing though, because I understand sometimes people just want to talk, and it's okay.
I mean, but it's. I'd be glad if people come up and have a little discussion, because I mean, without you guys, we wouldn't be able to do this program every day that we're doing it. We'd be taking time out of our own selves to do this. We're volunteering our time to try to help out who needs to help, who wants to help, actually, who really, really wants to heal from your loss. So, I mean, whoever is brave enough to come up, read the prompt, and let's talk. Let's see if we can't help you out a little bit here. I'm not gonna be so evil. I ain't gonna be so mean. I promise, at least.
Yeah.
All depends on how you coming up. If you're coming up correct, you ain't got no problem. But if you're coming up with some BS, you got a problem. This is a safe platform for men, so please feel free to open up. There's no judgment here. This is a judgment-free room. So if you're going through something, you've lost someone, or you just want to talk, we're here for that. So come on up, enjoy us, and have a good time.
Oh.
I mean, what?
No, I was like, wow. I was gonna do the chicken move. But you know what? Like I said, one thing I do know, people is looking, you
They
know,
are.
and
They are.
I understand that some people are afraid to open up, but the reason why I said people are looking.
But what's the reason of being afraid of opening up if you come on the platform to open up? So why are you trying to come up and not say anything and thinking that we can help you if you're not going to open up? Period. For me, at least. Because I gotta know where the root of the problem is so I can help you direct your life out of that way. But since you don't want to disclose where your pain is really coming from, then I can't help you. We can't help you. Only God can help you. At that point, that's why they say, believe in a power greater than yourselves.
We here. We are family. We are family. We are family.
I don't want another cup of coffee, but I don't want.
Said you want another cup?
Yeah, but I've been drinking this 10 mushroom coffee. Oh man, can't get enough of it.
That make you go to the bathroom?
No, it actually helps your digestive system.
Well, you said the 10
Mushroom.
right,
It's
that
10, yeah, the coffee. It's coffee.
yeah, I know it's coffee. But it's supposed to flush you out.
Yeah, it does. It helps me out, so I'm good. Yes, sir. Damn, my boy left his paperwork here. He'll get it back later. Oh, shucks. What you looking for? What you looking for?
Actually, I'm trying to go on my second thing.
Huh?
I'm trying to go on my second page.
Oh, okay. Well, shit. Don't say it's separate thing. What the fuck?
Well, you're supposed to read my mind.
Hell no, I ain't. Not all the dang on time. Only when it's necessary. That's only when God tells me that you're screwing up and I need to take.
Oh, he ain't tell you I'm screwing up. I'm telling you, man. He ain't telling you I'm screwing up.
He's like my child. He's losing them. He's losing them.
No, he ain't. No. Stop lying on God. No.
He's losing them. Come back and come
No. Don't lie on God. Don't do that.
No, I'm not lying on him.
Don't do that.
He just has me come in and do the cleanup.
No, you supposed to come in and share your cleanup. You don't come in and touch mine. That's not how that thing works. You supposed to back it up.
You know what? You're the only one I can joke and play with like this. You already know me. You already know it. I don't care. Jeez.
I'm telling you, you already know. Like I said, when it come to business and stuff like that,
I know, bro. I already know, bro. Me too. I'm the same identical way when it comes to business. Hey, Candy.
I be seeing so much stuff, man. You know, in general, like I was trying to tell a guy the other day. Oh man, wait a minute. Can you bring her up?
Oh, Candy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can bring her up.
What's up, Candy?
How are you?
Candy girl.
I'm doing good.
Candy girl. All right, Candy. It's about grieving, Candy.
I was just thinking about that the other day. When people grieve. And it's not easy.
And see, I was hoping you came over anyway. Right.
I've been busy for last couple of days and same old crap, different day.
Right. Well,
So,
I kind of figured that.
Well, I've been having so-and-so sitting there and trying to bully me over the phone, but I'm like, I keep it short now with them. I'm like, all right, I gotta go. I got something I gotta go do. He's like, what? Where do you gotta go? I'm like, I just gotta go. So, because I can only take so much. Because I'm ready to like croak out.
And
but I ain't gonna do it over the phone.
That's when it's time to back up.
Yep. And he's, like I said, he's been away and stuff, and he's not ready to come home and stuff like that. But you gotta come back. You gotta come back to reality. You can't stay on vacation forever. So, and I was just talking to my dad about that and stuff with him, and I said he wants me to just come over for a week, and he was like, why a week? What's wrong with 2 weeks? I said, well, he wants to do that at the end of the month. So, and I'm like, I'm actually going to be helping a friend out who has like a traveling business. So I'm going to be helping out with that for a while. So that way he can stay off of my back with things. So I shouldn't hear any more complaining. I'm hoping I don't hear any more complaining because I'm getting tired. That's about it.
I feel you. I'm just looking at, you gotta get sick and tired. Sick and tired.
I can only take so much. And I'm the type of person that I won't yell, I won't scream over the phone because you're not going to get anywhere with screaming and yelling over the phone. It's just, he's going to have an opportunity to be able to hang up on me, and I don't need that. So I'd rather do it face to face and to try to get a better conversation, I hope. So, and as far as traveling goes with him, I ain't going anywhere. Not for 4 days. I need something longer. So.
We're just not with him.
I mean, if I can find like a girlfriend or, a decent person to be able to go and be able to travel with me, I won't have a problem with that. But it's hard to even find friends anymore because I can't deal with the fake, the phoniness. I can't deal with it.
Right.
Because I gotta
recommend, bro.
I gotta keep reminding myself. I'm like, you're not in your teens anymore. You're in your 30s.
Your 30s, 40s, and 50s.
So, and like I said, if I can find a decent female that I can trust, then I'm fine with it. But other than that, my butt's not going nowhere. That passport can sit on that dresser of mine and it can collect dust. Even though I wasted $200, but yep. I like to take it with me when I go over so I can throw it at them, but I don't know if that's going to do anything either. Then that looks like I'm being childish about it.
You can't be childish about it.
No. So, yeah, I hope him and I can have a decent adult conversation in person, not being childish and being immature. Because again, I keep saying, I'm getting older. I don't have time for games and bull crap. It's getting old. So. But other than that,
So have you been doing your grieving page lately?
I hop on and hop off of it. I just haven't been really posting since I've been doing other stuff. So
that's something you might need to get back into.
I'm gonna try to.
And in our vocabulary, there is no try. We normally do it. We don't have the word try in our vocabulary anymore. We took that out. We took that out the first day we surrendered. Sorry.
Yep.
We don't try shit. We do it.
And I'm also coming up on 3 years at the end of this month, and then 7 years in October. And usually, right around about now, I kind of get like really funky and weird.
Why?
Because sometimes that day plays in my head, over in my head, and it's like a videotape where it keeps rewinding.
Is it a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a bad thing because how I got treated, I didn't deserve all the, negativity, the meanness and stuff from Tom's family. So.
Okay. So you've been dealing with them day by day? Trying to get rid of them demons out of you?
I mean, I try not to think about it, but it comes back.
That's not what I asked you.
Oh.
Are you working on getting rid of your demons that's inside of you?
I'm trying to.
There's no try. I don't know how many times I've done told you. There's no try. We either do it or we don't. We don't try to do anything anymore.
Well,
So,
I mean, a good thing is for me, his family's not bothering me, which is, I'm fine with that as long as they don't try to contact me or whatever. Because again, I mean, they used to contact me all the time. And some of the stuff they used to ask me was just basically stupid questions and stuff like that. And it's like, okay, I had enough.
hey, Dr. Polly. So, you know what, Stephen? Get her before I end up saying something that I'm going to regret. Because, I mean, I feel where she's going, and I feel where she's trying to go, but she's really not trying to push herself to that limit. She's really not ready to push herself. Because if it would have been me, you said 7 off of 1, yeah, I would have been forgot that by now.
Well, I mean, the other one who's been gone for 7 years, that was pretty smooth. I didn't have any issues. But when it came to the second, I had issues. And
Okay.
And I really, only had one person at the funeral that was there to support me. And that was my friend of 20 years who threw 20 years down the drain. Her significant other, he come up from Pennsylvania and was with me the whole time. And he watched the whole thing, how they were treating me. Because I was trying to, I think I said this before, I was trying to give his eulogy, and his mother, Tom's mother's in the background making noises like a child, and I had to keep stopping. And I really wanted to say something, but I was like, no, I'm not going to. Nope. So I just bit my tongue and just kept reading on. But like I said, when I had my friend's significant other there, he actually was giving her dirty looks just to shut her up. So, and even I don't even call or check on her anymore. I used to. I don't do it now.
Well, them are the people that got us slowly but surely taken out of your life, because They're not going with you on your next travel, but you can't go anywhere with what you're still holding on to. You can't advance until you get rid of whatever you're dealing with. You can't advance.
Well, I mean, I did get rid of them. I don't speak with them or anything. And the only two people out of that whole family is I talked to his daughter's grandparents, and I have a better relationship with her grandparents than any other family, because they're always constantly calling me and checking on me, making sure I'm okay. Because she constantly, her name's Chris as well, and she's always contacting me either on Facebook or texting my phone number to make sure I'm okay. And I tell her, I'm fine, everything's good, nothing wrong. I said if there was something wrong, I would call you and tell you. So.
But I mean, see, that's just a cover that we put on, because deep down we really are still hurting, and we just don't know how to release it yet. So therefore, we're always going to tell people everything is fine, knowing everything isn't fine.
Yeah.
So therefore, you're lying to yourself that everything is going to be all right, and it's not.
Well, she hasn't. She does have a problem with the person that I'm with, because she told me the other day she wanted to say something to him, and I said it's better not to say anything, because even my aunt wants to say something. But
well, maybe you should. Maybe you should.
Well.
No. Maybe you should go ahead. Maybe you should go ahead and let your auntie take care of the situation for you.
That's what I'm going to do on Sunday. He's coming back Saturday, and she's going to talk to him, because like I said, I've been taking care of her and being a caregiver to her and helping out with appointments and stuff, and I have to go with her to have a second pair of ears to hear. So, and I said to her, you're gonna have to say something to him, because he wants me to come over soon, and I need a break from helping you with appointments and stuff. And I'm like, no, she's gonna have to say something, not ignorant or anything, but just to say, hey, she's got to help me right now, she can come over another time.
Why can't you say that?
I have repeated myself over and over again. And
okay, so is he coming over there, or are you going over there?
Well, since I don't have a vehicle of my own, so
he's coming over there, right?
No.
So huh?
No, my dad drives me over to him.
Oh, well, no, you know what? Just tell him, I can't do it, because I have other commitments to do. I'm not coming. Period. That drops all of that situation. There's no more me and you, so stop trying to get back with me, because I'm not interested. I'm over here doing what I'm supposed to do for a job, but you keep interrupting me. So stop and don't contact me no more. And if he does, then you call the police and you have the PO put out on him, block him from every damn thing, and keep on pushing with your life. That's what the hell you need to do. You need to stand up as a woman and tell him to his face, no, there is no more. And block him from everything. And even if he tries to call you on another number, block that number too. Block every email, every number that he decides to call you on, block him. because he don't need he don't mean you no good, and you know this, but you're steady trying to deal with him, trying to see the good part about him. There is no good part about this man. Leave him alone. Leave him alone. Block him.
And I haven't, to be honest, I haven't bothered him. He contacts me, and I'm like, okay, whatever.
No, it's up to you to put your foot down and tell him that you're done. Period.
Have you ever heard of that that button that you call block,
Yeah.
delete, block? You know, I'm being quiet because I don't like that you're doing this to yourself. I think you're smarter than
This
that.
is why I'm trying to. I don't like what situation she's in, but she's not ready to come out of that hole. She's steady digging herself deeper and deeper, and she doesn't want to crawl out of it. And I'm giving her a way out. She hears what I'm saying. She's grasping what I'm saying, but she's not going to do it because she's stuck already in her head what she wants to do. I've already caught all of that from her.
I'm gonna say this.
Just from the little conversation that I'm having with her, I've done caught it. She's not ready.
I'm gonna say this, Candy. My 28-year-old with her narcissist baby father.
Yeah.
From my understanding, he's supposed to be gone, right?
Yeah.
I already know how hard it is to let somebody go that you really love and care for. But no way. Like when I talk with her, my goal is empowering her, encouraging her, motivating her to feel good about herself. Because that's the power and the strength that's going to help her move. She has to do the work. So when we talk, we laugh, we kid, we joke, because I understand I was there. But now what I'm looking at, when you get sick and tired of being sick and tired, and the thing is, I don't like the point that you sitting up here saying you rather be around him to tell him whatever rather than being on the phone. My thing is, are you going to end up hurting him? Well, hold up, because number one, the same way you can say what you want to say over the phone or in person, you can say it over the phone like, bye, I'm going to delete your number. Don't call me no more. See, you got to use those words with authority and stop letting them play you. That's all he's doing. But I mean, you see it yourself, Candy. You see it yourself.
You're falling for it every time this man plays. You fall for the same identical trick every time. And
I'm gonna tell you, you're not healed. You are not healed, Queen. No, you done went back to 7 years ago. You done went back to the part with Tom, and now you dealing with this right here. You bringing all of this over. Right now, be honest with you, you need to move it out the way and get to know you. Get to love you. Spoil yourself. That's what you need. You got everybody else. Hold up, Candy. You got everybody else in there. His father, his aunt, his sister, his brother, his twin. Oh, come on.
Knock it off. Be a woman and stand up and block everybody. Don't even call his ass. Block him. Fucking stand up for your damn self.
And I'll be honest with you, I hate the fact that you're going through that because I know you better than that. I know you. And I hate the fact that you're holding on to something. And I know you got to see it for yourself and be willing to do the work. Number one, block his damn number where he can't call you. You don't call him. You got to start looking at yourself, Queen. You're more important in your health, your mental health. You're more important than anything other than that. And be honest with you, we talk about God, right? Let me show you this. You know what you basically on your way doing? You're making this person your God. You are making this person your God. You gotta let it go. And I know it's tough, but you are making, I'm listening to you. He don't have nothing good to offer you. He living with his father. It's like you dealing with a baby. And I know you.
You know what? No, Steve. You know what? It's not even going to her brain what you and I are saying. So you know what I've just done? I just brought up two ladies that can probably better understand where you're coming from than we can, because they've probably been in the same situation. So therefore, I'm going to see if they can get through to you, because evidently whatever we're telling you, it's not working. Because you're so deep in your hole.
No, she got it. She got it.
No, she don't.
Hey, OG.
I'm telling you, listen to me.
I know Candy, OG.
Evidently, she's going back to the bottom.
OG. It takes time. She hear everything we saying. Hold up, bro. She hear everything we saying. It takes time to sink in.
She's had time for it to sink in.
I was there for 15 years. I don't want her to be stuck in nothing for 15 years. But I know the strength, the courage, and the confidence that it took for me to go inside of myself. That's the whole goal of letting her know she got to go in here. Enough is enough is enough is enough. But she got to do she got to do it.
She's too scared to go into herself, bro. She's way too scared. She's on that pity pot. She don't know what to do.
But you
Can I say something here?
Come on, doctor.
The thing is that, Candy, I mean, I'm going to be telling you some hard stuff, but, I was stuck in, abusive relationships and on and on and on, right? My whole entire life. But 18 years ago, I reached rock bottom. And you know what? You can't blame anybody else but yourself. You're the common denominator of your problems, and if you're bringing all that baggage with you, well, then you're not healed, and you need to get therapy and start with yourself, and forget about all these guys, because they don't have anything to offer you, and you don't have anything to offer them. What do you bring to a relationship, really, except a broken soul? You don't have anything to bring, so you need to get the hell up out of the relationships and be by yourself for a while, and date your own damn self. For me, that's what it took, and for me, I know that I'm not healed in certain areas, so I'm not even bothering to go into a relationship right now, because I'm not going to bring a bunch of baggage into a relationship. That doesn't make any kind of sense whatsoever, because then you're going to find yourself in the same situation, if not worse, and so, you gotta, muster up that strength inside yourself and say, no, I'm not going to allow you to treat me that way. And, we allow, people that treat us any type of way. We are who we attract. you know. And so, you know, for me, I would like to see you get out of all that. I would like to see you single, but you know what? You're the only one that can do that. And I don't hear any type of willingness to do anything different, you know, because if you always do what you always done, you'll always get what you always got, you know. And so, you know, I would like to see you do different stuff and get a completely new, a new, what was I trying to say? A new relationship with yourself and other people, you know, because you're looking for, you're looking at people's outsides and trying to compare them with your insides, and that's not going to work, you know. I mean, because you'll always come up short.
No, I hear what you're saying. I'm listening.
Well, listen to me first, okay? Is that, you know, you really need to do something different, you know, with your life, because if you don't, you know, you might get into, you know, way more abusive relationships, and then what's going to happen is your life is going to consist of ambulances and emergency rooms, you know, and you're going to still stay with the person, you know, and it can go that way real quick.
I mean, in the past, I have been in abusive relationships, but I have always gotten myself out of them.
Well,
Right,
get out
but
of this.
see, the problem is that you're still in an abusive relationship now. So, you know, I mean, what's changing? Nothing. You're the common denominator of all your problems. Because there's something with you that you're attracting all these people.
I'm pretty much dealing with a narcissistic person.
Well, you can say that all day, every day, but you know, the thing is that, you know, you need to get the hell up out of that, you know, you really do, because, you know, I mean, it's so good. You're going down 90 miles of bad road with this guy. Like you have the one before and the one before and the one before. When are you going to get sick and tired of having, you know, guys abuse you and you staying with them? You know, when are you going to get tired of that shit? When, Candy? You know, I mean,
Really don't
today, you know, could be a good day for you to say the bus stops here, you know, and try to do something different every day, you know, to build yourself up. You know, I mean, seriously, you need to take the cotton out of your ears, shove them in your mouth, and shut up and listen to somebody for a change instead of listening to you and your ideas, because your ideas aren't working. Your ideas are not working, my dear.